everyone, welcome back. Before we get started, I would want to say is do subscribe to my channel. You guys just support, like you just don't lose anything doing that. So go right now and do that, and let's get started with the video. So today's video is going to be all about how you can get admissions in nursing school or in general medical school here in the place that I live is United Arab Emirates. So let's get started. The first thing I would want to say is getting into nursing school it was an actually easy process for me. I'm not sure about other students how was their journey, but I will definitely tell you all my experience and how it went. The first thing that I did was I did some research before I wanted to go to a particular university. So the purpose of this video is going to be how I got admissions in nursing school and how is the whole process here in UAE, and if it was smooth for me or not, how did the experience go overall. I'll be telling you every bit of my story also, and that will be helpful in certain way for you. Getting into nursing school was actually smooth for me. I did not have to go through a lot of hassle, but I did some mistakes that I would want to share with you all so that you can avoid in future also. So the first requirement to get into any university here is basically IELTS or MSAT exam, and these are English exams. I'm sure you must have heard about the IELTS, but not really about the MSAT exams. So MSATs are also in general like IELTS, and they kind of balance, and there are requirements by many universities here. So I personally did IELTS, and before I did IELTS I had no clue that how everything was happening, because IELTS to migrate to another country is different, and for academics it's different for universities. So there was a little bit of clash that I was all over the place and was not sure what was coming for me. After I got together with everything, I did a bit of research about IELTS, and that's when I booked my exam here in one of the English centers or institutions you have, and you can actually book it online also, or you can visit to the institutions. In case if you want classes, they do provide classes for people who are not sure how the whole thing will go. So I in particular did not take any classes. I just straight away went to write the exam, and it was a success at first attempt, and it was a great thing. But I think it is actually easier for lots of people. It depends now if you come from what kind of school. Like if you come from a school that is English medium, you'll definitely ace the exam. And if you come from, because we have usually here Arabic schools, if you come from Arabic schools it might be a little bit harder. People usually opt for MSAT exam. So after my IELTS, I plan to put all my certificates together, all the documents that the university requires, and that was my 10th grade certificate, my 12th grade certificate, and all of this together with my Islamic and Arabic certificates that come individually, and then my behavior certificate from the school, how was my behavior in the school. So overall your university will definitely tell you, or you can research on their website about what are the requirements from you as a student. So after I got all these documents together, I went to the Ministry of Education. We call it MOE here. We are having that in all the districts, and these are for attesting your documents. Now to make them attested, it's more like your documents are legit and you can pursue your career ahead, or apply to any university. Documents are attested, you can now go to the university for getting your admissions done, or you can do it online. Either way it works, but for me I prefer things to be done in person, and I went to the university and I took all my documents and everything. Now there are certain requirements that you have to fulfill. At the time of admissions you will have to pay certain amount, and that you can do or talk with the accounts department there, and you will find out what are their requirements in specific apart from the documents that you require. So those are the things that I had to undergo. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you all is in 2018 I planned to join, but I was a bit late. It was mid of November, or I think beginning of December, and that's when the first semester ended. And I thought that if I could apply now, I could accommodate the first semester that I missed during the summertime. But that's not how it works. If you miss a semester, you need to wait for the next year and do it, because usually medicals are with basics. They start with basics in first semester and then they continue, so you cannot start anything without missing the basics. So I had to wait for the whole new academic year that was in 2019, and that's when I got my admissions and I was all set. So yeah, these are the things that I thought that would be helpful. A lot of people were asking me how is the process of getting into nursing school, so here it is. Also, before I end this video, I would want to say you all that nursing is 4 years program here. Back in time it was 3 years, but now it's more counted as diploma nurses. You only become registered nurse when you are having your 4 years degree, and that is your undergraduate program, bachelor's degree. I remember that in second year of mine, I planned to move to one of the European countries to pursue my studies, but I couldn't because they offered a 3 years degree, and that was more counted as diploma here when I contacted and found the information. So you need to be very careful when you pick your universities if you are a registered nurse in future or not. So I hope this video benefits you all, and do share this with whoever you think would want to know, and I'll catch you all